Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In this video, I will explain about car history. Cars have become part of modern human life. The existence of a car really helps human mobility when carrying out daily activities. Especially now, car models and types are very diverse, starting from the family wagon, or now better known as sports utility vehicles (SUV), to the class of luxury sedans that provide more comfort. The machines offered are already very diverse, like the 1500 cc class for urban cars, or cars with engines above 2000 cc, which are widely used by cars with four-wheel drive. But this time, we will not discuss the car variants that exist today. Next time, we will explore the history of the car. What is the process and development of cars from the 19th century to enter the second millennium? Let's look together. Pre-1880s. Long before other people thought of something that could take them to other places younger, Leonardo da Vinci had made the concept of car in 1878. This concept had not used a machine and was still a sketch on paper. Hundred years of later, a motorized vehicle began to be made by humans. Using this steam engine was used to assist the movement of French military needs in the 1870s in carrying war equipment. This steam engine is assisted by three cooks. His speed at the time was believed to be the same as human speed when walking. Decade of 1880, the invention of the diesel engine in 1882 became an important step in the story of the car. Precisely in January 1882, when a diesel fuel engine began to be introduced and then widely used by society. When first made, this diesel engine emerged as a milestone because it is able to make engines that are more efficient in fuel use. Diesel engines continue to be developed and are still used as a car engine. The forerunner of the 1886 car, after that, a vehicle with a gasoline engine appears. Using three wheels as propulsion, this vehicle was invented by a German engineer, Carl Benz, in 1885. Not to be outdone, in the United States, Henry Ford had built his first car in 1886. This was the forerunner of cars in the modern era. Not to be outdone, in the United States, Henry Ford had built his first car in 1886. Decade of 1900. At the beginning of the 20th century, simple cars that had bit crate began to undergo evolution. When first introduced, the car at the time did not use a round steering wheel as we know it today. Before 1900, the steering wheel was only half a circle. Some even used a stick to move the front wheel to the right and left. After 1900, a round steering wheel began to be used, and indeed made it easier to move the car. Decade of the 1920. In this decade, cars have started to become a part of human life. In fact, it has become an industry that continues to grow along with the emerge of new inventions related to cars. Gutenberg cars in 1920. In the United States, many industries have even emerged that create cars from small to large scale. However, it seems that only those with large capital can survive. Of the approximately 253 vehicle industries in 1908, the number was only 44 in 1929. Of that number, 80% of the market was dominated by Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler. In this decade, car radio was introduced, so that car's owner no longer feel lonely when driving alone. Decade of 1940. In the mid-20th century, the condition of the world was hit by war. The automotive industry was affected. They became the focus to create vehicles that could be used on the battlefield. Decade of 1980 and 1990, after the United States had ruled the automotive world for several decades, starting in 1980, emerging competitors, Japan, ravaged by the war, has begun to rise again. Japanese brands such as Honda and Toyota have even been able to penetrate the United States market. Japanese manufacturers offer vehicles that are different from Uncle Sam country's products, thus attracting public interest there. Toyota Prius 1997. The technology developed was able to compete with cars produced by the United States and Europe, like when Toyota introduced the phenomenal Toyota Prius for the first time in 1997. Toyota Prius became the first hybrid car in the world. This car became the inspiration of future tech cars that were produced decades later. Decade of 2000. The history of the car continued to develop positively in the second millennium. A number of the latest technologies have emerged. Everything aims to create vehicles that are more efficient and environmentally friendly. The desire to create environmentally friendly vehicle was seen when Peugeot was able to make government and automotive manufacturers in Europe start using filter in car engines. The use of this filter eventually becomes a necessity for all European production cars for the health of its users. Honda didn't want to lose. In 2007, the Japanese manufacturer began production hydrogen-powered cars that are environmentally friendly. This Honda production car was given the name FCX Clarity. The future. Fuel efficient and environment friendly engines are the focus of every automotive manufacturer in the world, although still limited to the prototype scale. Manufacturers have shown their seriousness about the impact of the increasing amount of CO2 on Earth, like what was raised by VW when they introduced their prototype fuel-efficient vehicle in March 2013. At the time, VW showed their cars that were able to travel 100 kilometers with just 1 liter of gasoline. That is my video in this time, maybe useful. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.